Well, y'all, I got something about this. A woman was attacked. Um, she was, doing a street interview, asking about, being pro-life instead of pro-choice, and let's just say things went a little bit left, so to speak. Let's get into it.
So to the MABWT, I'm back with another video. Pretty sure the bros know already that Keisha's will be Keisha's not gonna talk anymore. Let's get right into the damn video.
Yeah, we're doing some interviews today.
I love your schedule too.
Thank you. Such a good vibe.
Of course.
Well, awesome. So we're asking people's opinion today on Planned Parenthood. Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know what they provide?
Yes. Abortions.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Safe abortions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know any other services that they provide?
I know like to teens, if you're under 18, you could get like birth control, condoms, counseling. They offer a lot of, beneficial things that.
Notice the first thing she said was AB, which I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but judging by the way this woman looks, she done probably had an AB or two in her life. Just saying. The chick in the brown. If you guys ever look at the video.
The youth really should use right now.
Okay. So you have a pretty positive view of Planned Parenthood.
I mean, majority. I don't know. Is this like a yes or no? Am I wrong?
Your opinion.
But yeah, that is definitely my opinion. I feel like, especially as teens, people get caught up in things that they really don't want to commit to for their entire lives. So if you get caught up with the wrong guy, you think you're in love, and then now you stuck. Not stuck, but you're stuck with a baby for the rest.
I just want to say something real quick before we go any further. And that's why parents talking to their children about this stuff is detrimental. Because teens wouldn't get stuck with anything if they took proper precautions or kept their legs closed. Or they
Talk about it, brother.
Make sure they wore protection too.
And I also want to say this here. This is why parents need to talk to their children about the birds and the bees. Just saying.
Okay, I just want to be clear on that real quick. Parents are the first prevention from their kids making mistakes that they see other young children make out there. I know we're not going to be able to watch our kids and see everything that our children are doing, but we are the first line of letting them know what the.
And shout out to MABW for this.
Outcome could be if they had a child early. How it could have possibly affect their future. Most likely affect their future. Let's continue.
So, this time, literally the rest of their lives and your life, if you're that kind of mother, because some women just don't have it in them and they abandon them and abuse them and all kind of shit. And it's like, girl, just get rid of it if you know you're going to do that.
Get rid of them? Why not just give them to another family? That's good.
No, but exactly even that. And that's another option that Planned Parenthood offers. So it's like, if you know that you are not the being who can provide for this child, then there are alternative options out there for you.
Oh, I got.
But here's my question. Why are you having children they can't take care of?
Look at that down there real quick. Planned Parenthood, Planned Parenthood aborts 228 babies for every one adoption referral.
Show hell do.
That's a lot of unalived babies for every one adoption referral.
So I definitely understand why people do abort children. Don't have babies that you don't want. Don't have babies that men are telling you in front of your face that they do not want. I wish more stop doing that. Like it's like a plan.
Why don't they just stop having sex with people they don't want to have a child with?
Talk about it.
To me, it's always pro-choice, your body, your life. wife because baby, that baby is gonna be a baby.
Excuse me. Here's the problem with being pro-choice. Feminists have took pro-choice and have completely bastardized it. Oh, excuse me. By simply taking the pro-choice and talking about my body, my choice. And they using the my body, my choice as an excuse for quote unquote sexual liberation, which sexual liberation ain't nothing more than them being whores. And that's it, and that's all.
That baby is gonna be a baby. Yeah, and you're gonna have that baby forever. So
Yeah. Well, do you know that Planned Parenthood gets nearly $700 million of our taxpayer money every year?
700 million. I mean, honestly, I can't go on everything. I just can't. $700 million.
Why do y'all think that is? Why do you think bops like her can't go against Planned Parenthood?
Talk about
Why
it.
do y'all think that is? Because she's probably one of those bops that are out in the streets having unprotected sex.
Talk about it, brother.
She can go to them to go ahead and get rid of whatever she needs to get rid of.
And women like her are the type of women that will sit there and use ABs as birth control. Y'all, the way that some of y'all will use ABs as birth control is a mental illness. I said that. I meant that.
That's why. Her and her bop friends possibly.
Dollars for how many single mothers?
Of our money. But they're not giving it to single mothers, though.
I mean, if we're gonna just, single out where it is that our tax dollars go, then the police, respectfully.
So it's really interesting because since 2010, prenatal care has been down for 80% since 2010 at Planned Parenthood. Adoption referrals. So this is why this is research straight from their yearly report of 2022 to 2023, I believe it is. And so they're a 501c3. They have to tell us what they do every single year. So this is straight.
Which should be any union corporation. If we are paying tax dollars towards you, I need to know that you are doing the job and doing it correctly.
Right. Let me continue to tell you. So the STI testing and treatment down 15% since 2019. Client numbers down overall 34% since 2006.
Nobody has insurance. I don't have insurance.
Donors down 21%.
You don't have insurance, but you got a Louis Vuitton bag on?
Really? Really,
Somebody
man?
correct me if I'm wrong. She doesn't have insurance, but this is what I talk about, how people...
Now, just because it's a Louis bag, remember, this is New York. Just because it's a Louis bag does not mean that it's a real Louis bag. MABW. Again, if MABW sees this, just because it's a Louis bag does not mean that it's a real one. Just saying.
got their priorities all messed up. They're in NYC. I'm telling y'all that right now. She doesn't have insurance, but she has on a Louis Vuitton bag. Priorities all messed up.
And unfortunately, the woman in the brown, if you guys ever see the video, she is a typical 3 or 4 hood rat you'll probably see in the NYC any day of the week. I'm just saying.
Believe it or not, this is how New York is, everybody. This is the prime. This is New York on display at its fullest right here.
Yep.
People will have
Unfortunately.
the nicest cars, the nicest clothes. They will have
And be
everything
broke.
else that they need to just walk around the streets in, but they won't have health insurance, dental insurance. They won't have the basic stuff that they need. Some people out there, and it is literally pathetic. You see these people sometimes out here with all this good and nice get up on. You go to their place, they're living in a 200 square foot apartment.
Yep.
Their bed is on the floor. Like, it's just a mattress and a box spring on the floor.
Yep.
And curtains separating the rooms, or curtains up, splitting it to make a room. I'm telling you, yo. I'm so glad I'm not. Thank you, Mom. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Contraceptives down 44%, breast screenings, manual breast exams down over 80%, and you mentioned adoption. They commit 228 abortions for every one adoption referral. So why are they getting so much more money yet all of their services are going down?
The services are going down because people are afraid. Women,
what are they afraid of?
Women don't know. They don't know what they're exposing their bodies to. A lot of people, especially behind abortion, there's a stigma.
But their abortions are going up. So they used to have this slogan where they said safe, legal, and rare. That's what we want. Safe, legal, and rare abortions, until it was exposed that a lot of these facilities were requiring abortion quotas. So the more abortions each facility did, the more praise that they would get. They would get awards. And so it's really interesting. That doesn't really make it seem like they want safe, legal, and rare abortions.
They
How
don't.
many people can you think, or are you going to assume, would literally abandon their children with no repercussions from the state?
No, it's called
What?
safe haven baby boxes. We're at a fire station or hospital.
It's just-
You can leave your baby, and the mother.
Exactly. Exactly. And that right there, it's not as high as the number of women out here, especially our kinfolk type women. It's not as high as them actually unaliving their babies, their
Yep.
unborn babies. It's
Talk
nowhere
about
near
it,
that
boy.
high. And like she stated that there's safe haven spots to drop your baby off at if you do not want the child. The police department,
Yeah, hospital.
the fire station.
Fire station,
After you have the
hospital,
baby at the
any of that.
hospital, you can let the hospital know that you don't want the baby, and they will make sure that baby gets taken into somebody that could properly take care of them. Okay?
Exactly.
They'll make sure that you're set up to not have to go out there in the world and leave that baby behind. They will take the baby off your hands right in the hospital if you don't want it. You can sign
Yep.
your rights over. You can. But the safest way is if you know you don't have your priorities in order, you don't have your life together.
Close your
The
legs.
safest thing to do is to not engage in unprotected sex at all. I would say no sex at all.
Talk
Especially
about it.
if you don't got your priorities in order, don't engage in unprotected, definitely unprotected sex. Because you definitely don't need to bring a child into this world.
Sure
But a lot
don't.
of these women out here, you end up unaliving your babies after you get pregnant, and then it messes with your body and it messes with your conscience later on down the road.
Doesn't have to do anything with it, but that's better than killing our baby through abortion, right?
No, ma'am.
It's not better to
What?
give your baby up to a family who wants them instead of killing
No,
them?
ma'am. I have seen so many stories and countless, literally, like countless stories.
What happens in an abortion?
They literally suck the life out of you. They're gonna take the whole baby out, and as they should, because I shouldn't be a taxpayer paying child support and food stamps and WIC for
You
women
should be a
who never
taxpayer
wanted to
paying
pay
for abortion.
God. I'm gonna let this play.
Exactly, but as for
You hear this, Bob? You shouldn't be a taxpayer having to pay for child support. First and foremost, the states are the one that makes money off this child support. Second of all,
Exactly.
for the most part, the men are the one that's paying the child support to the state that's going to the
Exactly.
mothers. I'll always tell the bros out there, the women are always going to benefit from everything. Whether they keep a child or they don't keep a child. They're always
Yeah,
gonna
the women
benefit.
gonna benefit.
No matter what in life, when it comes to them dealing with men, they for the most part will always benefit. And then you listen to stupid bots like this who talk about not having health insurance, but they got Louis Vuitton bags over their shoulder. Priorities all messed up.
a woman who didn't want the baby in the first place, that doesn't make sense to me. Don't ever sit here and lock yourself down with a man who already told you he doesn't want to be with you.
I agree with you.
Ladies, what should you do if a man told you he doesn't want to be with you?
Close your
Open
legs.
your legs for that man. Let's talk about it, everybody. A man tells you he doesn't want to be with you. Why are you still opening up your legs for that man?
Yeah,
Let's have a real
exactly.
conversation here.
Talk about it.
Why are you still opening up your legs for that man? Shouldn't
Talk
you
about
dismiss him as you should instead of having unprotected sex with him? Let's continue with the damn video.
I'm not disagreeing with you either. I understand.
You don't get to kill the baby just because their dad didn't want them.
You can.
Should we kill the kids in foster care? And
Why not?
better-
Why not? If that's the case.
What is wrong with this demonic woman? Man.
We should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted.
Who's gonna take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take.
Wow.
She's a piece of work. She is a
Did y'all
piece
just
of
hear
work.
what this diabolical, nefarious bot just said? Y'all heard her just like I heard her, right?
Demon.
Children in foster care should be unalive because people don't want to take care of them or come snatch them up. They should be. These are the type of people right here that don't need to be out in public spaces, everybody.
Show don't.
These are the type of people right here that need to be sent to mental asylums, everybody. Mental institutions. They don't need to be walking around on the streets. They don't need to be around. You know what's funny? This is the type of chick that'll be a teacher. Straight. This is the type of chick right here that will be a teacher teaching your kids who are working in a daycare facility. Believe it or not.
I
These are the
hope
type of
not.
weirdos sometimes that, sometimes work in school districts. No funny shit. No funny shit. Let's continue.
Children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
You should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
We should kill the victims of molestation.
I think. What does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then. Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical.
It is.
What?
Who are you, nasty?
I sound dumb.
You
sound
do.
dumb as. Okay.
It does, because even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been
That's
abused.
not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Oh, God. She two-piece that damn poor girl. Mm-mm. Typical NYC hood chick. Cannot keep their emotions in check. And then she got the nerve to walk away, sticking up the middle finger like ain't nothing happened. Trash, trash, trash.
She attacked my wife.
Your wife is a pregnant. Why you following me? Why you following me?
Puro ka na, Rex.
I know I'm pregnant.
She just punched me in the face. We were just doing a street interview with my camera, and everything was fine for over 20 minutes or however long we were filming, and then she just punched me in the face.
Let's stop the damn video right there. Let me get this. Let's get to this. Keisha's will be Keisha's, everybody.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Calm, cool, collective
Keisha's
interview
going
with her.
Keisha.
She's the one that actually walked up to her to get interviewed. Then she turns around and assaults her. Hopefully, they got this video to the authorities and they ended up arresting this Pookiesha right here.
Get her.
Listen, people, real talk. Talk to your children. Also, to the people out there that can't take care of children, don't have sex. It's simple. Don't have unprotected sex, or don't have sex at all.
Talk
if
about
you know
it.
You're not ready for the consequences that come with it, or responsibilities that come with it. Just don't do it. Like me personally, I'm a pro-lifer. I'll admit that. There's nothing wrong with
Me
being
too. I'm a pro-life
At
guy.
the same time, just because you're pro-life, it doesn't give somebody the right to assault you.
And me too. Men Against Bitter Women. MABW. I'm a pro-lifer too, bro.
Like, at the end of the day, I know the mistakes I made when I was having. As a matter of fact, it wasn't a mistake. I chose to have sex. I brought kids into this world, and I'm gonna take care of my responsibilities.
Fact.
Period. Anyways, that's my video for today. If you like the video,
Deuces.
of course, comment, like,